White sandy beaches and mangrove forests are critical habitats for sea turtles. It is where their life begins as they emerge from the remnants of the eggs where they were incubated and make a dash for the ocean. It is for this reason that maintaining beaches that are suitable for nesting turtles is critical, as high tides could deplete their nesting grounds. In our special feature tonight, Citizen TV's Agnes Olo explores the seawall sea turtle dilemma at the Jumba la Mtwana in Mtwapa, Kilifi County.
The ocean serves as home to many beautiful organisms, including fish, crustaceans, reptiles, and even the majestic coral reefs. Sea turtle hatchlings emerging from the eggs they once called home. This is where their lives officially begin, as they fumble their way to the surface of the white sandy beaches and makes a break for the pounding waves. In Kenya, the Watamu Beach in Malindi, Kilifi County, is renowned as a nesting point for sea turtles and forms part of a UNESCO Man in Biosphere Reserve. Another little-known beach where sea turtles commonly breed is at the Jumba la Mtwana Beach in Mtwapa, Kilifi County. We meet 77-year-old Roger Jessup, a one-time butcher who was born and bred in Mtwapa. When he moved to this location, what caught his attention was how some fishermen and brokers were keen on profit from selling turtles and their individual parts.
You know, the fishermen, they walk along here as the tide's going out, and if they see tracks going up and no tracks coming back, they know there's a turtle laying up there. So if they go, cut there, put in a sack, and they're gone.
Once they realized how much danger the sea turtles here were in, Roger, his late wife, and their neighbor Yvonne Wana swung into action 7 years ago and became part-time activists and conservationists.
The three of us, we started trying to save this, save these turtles. There's a guy who worked at Bamburi who was looking after the turtles down that end, and he came and showed us what to do. A guy called Ali. He used to work for Hala Trust.
A local youth soon joined them in the conservation work.
Rooney, this is one of our Askaris. He walks up and down the beach.
Rooney,
Rooney. This is Agnes.
Giving their efforts a much-needed boost. 35-year-old Rooney Mramba is a former fisherman. He gives us an account of his more than 2 decades interaction with sea turtles.
Wakati huo ulikuwa hata sijashikana na Mr. Roger huko Kobakobana Marina. Nishakwenda kuona mwingine ameroliwa na jarife, ikabidi nikamfungua, nikamrilizio jarife, kamwachilia karejea kwa maji.
Well, this guy taught us. Since then, we have not had a turtle killed on these beaches. There are 2 beaches we patrol.
When Roger and his team started the conservation work to protect the sea turtles, some within the community took exception of their efforts.
You see people doing stuff here, digging up a nest, you go and stop them and tell me this isn't your country. Although these are totos, and I was born here in 1946. You get a school and they just throw taka-taka. They throw taka-taka. I went to one of the teachers who was with these totos one day, and I said to them, look, this is what you're teaching. All their lunch boxes were everywhere. They told their children, shika mawe. Napige mzungu na mawe.
That, however, did not stop them from doing what they believed was right.
Now what happens is, when they're nearly due to hatch, we know where they are. So we come, if you stood on this nest now, you come and have a picnic on the beach with your family and you stand on that nest, you'll kill all the babies, if there are any babies there.
So how old is this nest?
This is 60 days.
We are lucky to find these hatcheries, and the occupants are ready to join the real world.
They can see 60. 124.
Female turtles come to nest every 3 to 5 years. They usually lay a clutch of around 150 eggs, and it's usually several clutches that is spread out between 12 and 15 days. So once the nest is laid of around 150 eggs, they'll go, and then after 12 to 15 days come back, nest again until that nesting cycle is completed.
We put a tag on these turtles if they come up with no tag, and so we know this turtle. This went away for 3 years. Without a tag, we wouldn't have known that.
Ambaye hana namba hiyo mkoba tag namba kumpenti hizo namba niko nao mimi. Sasa inabidi nimweke hiyo namba na nimuite huyu Mr. Roger aje pengine akonfirm futi urefu wake na upana wake. Hata ni juzi amekuja kumaliza kuzaa huyu mwenye tag hii. Huyu ambaye ni mtoto wangu my son. Amekuja kuzaa, hata watoto wake ni wale tumewaachilia, naona. Watoto wake 125. Wale tulioachilia. Sasa basari nitaitoa wapi kama watoto ni wale?
Yvonne Wana plays a critical role in this venture.
The date she laid, the date she's due, and her name and her tag number. And this last nest was nest number 58, and if she lays tonight, it'll be nest number 59.
She keeps clear records of the turtles, which enables them to understand the behavior of these reptiles. In Kenya, there are 2 main turtle species that are commonly found nesting on the Kenyan shores, the green turtle and the hawksbill. But why give such special attention to these creatures?
You've seen something today which you will never see again. Was that nice? It was lovely, Agnes. You know it was lovely.
Sea turtles are actually an indicator for ocean health. If we do not have sea turtles in the ocean, it means that our oceans are not healthy. And if our oceans are not healthy, we are not able to benefit from all the other ecosystem services that we receive from the ocean, and this includes even the fish that we so depend on.
A global climate change report of June 2019 by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration records that from the day they hatch, a sea turtle's life is one focused on the struggle for survival. For every 1,000 sea turtle eggs laid, only about 1 turtle reaches adulthood. This is due to the natural predators and other threats.
Monitor lizards, dogs, humans, crabs.
In Kenya, wildlife poaching is criminalized. Nevertheless, turtles are still hunted down for their meat, eggs, and shells. Their beach habitat is eaten into by tourism, real estate, harmful marine debris, and oil spills pollute their waters and beaches, leading to their death for lack of oxygen. With climate change potentially contributing to global warming, sea turtles are at the risk of extinction because the temperatures favor female hatchlings, leading to a shortage of males. An unpredictable change in climatic conditions exposes sea turtles to even greater existential threats.
Hizi zote hizi ni area zao ambazo wao huwa wanataga mayai, na kwa sababu maji huwa ni mengi, wakati mwingine inabidi yakitagwa yale mayai kabla hayaja hatch. Kuna conservator mwingine hapa anaitwa Mr. Rogers, huja kuyachukua na translocate, kuyapeleka mahali kwingine.
Sometimes they lay here, and of course the tide is going to take.
No, the
tide's going to take the eggs, so if they're in the wrong place.
Kwa sababu unaona wanapata shida sana wakati mwingi, kama pengine low tide imekuwa low, sasa wakati wa kuenda kwa maji pengine imechelewa kulegi huko juu kuzaa, inabidi sasa tubebane nayo pengine kuisaidia kuenua kwa hizi mawe, sababu haizi panda mlima huwa.
The increase in global temperature gives rise to the melting of the polar ice, which causes the sea levels to increase. Conservationists have a reason to worry following a recent discovery that for every increase of 0.5 meters in sea level, a third of the total beach area here could could be gone.
It's a bit difficult to count turtle populations, but we know that even the numbers of nesting females have decreased over the years.
It is for this reason that the National Museum of Kenya is in a dilemma as to whether to build a seawall to protect the Jumba Ruins historical site or leave the seafront as to avoid affecting the green sea turtles breeding area.
That now brings a very big problem to conserve this, because we need to liaise with even the marine to give up the way forward, whereby we shall not be distorting the image of the site, neither shall we be spoiling the hatchery zone for the sea turtles in this area.
Jumba la Mtwana, also known as Jumba Ruins, is not only a mysterious and fascinating historical location, but it is also one of the last secluded refuge where sea turtles can reproduce.